Hope means optimism, like the first birds to appear at the end of winter and the start of spring. The words I am turning into I was.
So the first phase of the Camden Peer Education Programme was the drug and alcohol training, and that required us to attend a session with numerous FYA members discussing drug abuse, drug substances and how it has an effect on individuals and in our community. And during these sessions we discussed a lot of things. We discussed our own opinions on drug abuse and its impact. We learned about its impact, like statistically, on our community, and both men, women, children, and its correlation in gang members also. And with this new information we learned, we then had to make a choice on what our film was going to be based upon and the topics that we was going to talk on in our film. And we came to a decision to focus on females in gangs particularly.
Are you happy giving gangs pieces you've never even given yourself before? And I don't just mean psychologically. Do you really believe that you will gain respect by bleeding out on the floor?
With the female perspective, we wanted to remind people that behind every gang and gang member, there's a connection to a female who is potentially suffering or being abused or used in some way.
Females in gangs aren't really covered, or the story isn't told as much in films, documentaries, articles, news. So we felt like it was necessary to shed light on a perspective and on a viewpoint that was quite neglected.
When did we become so blind to the fact that most of the youth are living up to their stereotype? The cycle isn't going to break.
I would be so happy if it even reached out to one person, even if it just changed the mind of one person, and someone watched it and thought, you know what, maybe my friend isn't so cool for talking to an older boy. Because I remember when I was in school, I used to think like my friends would be so cool and I would almost envy my friends for talking to older boys, but I didn't really realise what that meant until obviously I heard their story.
Intoxicated myself with the blow. I moved weight just to demonstrate that I would do anything for him. That ride or die type thing. Not reciprocated, unconditional and unforgiving. Regularly, I would exchange notes and crack smiles with strangers for a bag.
I thought this peer education programme was very successful, as when speaking to the students and the youths one-on-one as well as in a group, I felt they took away a message and they took away the topics that we were discussing. As when discussing them with them, they seemed very engaged, and there was that sense of relatability as we were both youths talking to each other rather than a teacher or an elderly person standing up sort of giving a lecture to everyone, something that me personally and many other people I know of who are used tend to brush off and not listen to, as they feel as if these elderly people are from a different generation or a different time and community, so they might not have as deep understanding as someone closer to their age speaking to them.